Aries, Elsie here to do a reading for you. It is a bonus read, my friends. Just coming by to say thank you for all the ways that you've been loving on this channel, being in the comments, your thumbs up, your shares, your likes, subscribes, all of that stuff. Thank you so much for that. So I'm intending on reading a bonus read, which does not have a date or a time on it. You know that if you've been here before. And yeah, it feels like whatever's going to come out is going to come out, and it is for the present energy or the future energy. I don't intend on reading for the past unless it really, comes up in a big way and I need to identify it in order for you to know that it's your reading. But you just keep your discernment here and figure out what's going on. Let's find out what is going on for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What does Aries need to know, please? We've got the Four of Pentacles. We've got the Queen of Swords. We've got the Ten of Pentacles. And we've got the Ten of Wands. Interesting. Aries, it looks like here that there is a conversation that needs to be had. I feel like it's somebody that you've known for a long time. It could be the workplace. But it feels like it is with somebody who I feel is holding back from you. Like they're shutting down, shutting off. Like somebody is not being vulnerable with you. They're being kind of miserly with their time. Maybe they're just not picking up your texts or your emails or whatever it is. Somebody here is not. It's like they're hiding something. Like you feel like they're hiding something from you. The Queen of Swords energy is telling me that you're going to try and get to the bottom of it. This is Libra energy. You need balance, right? It feels like you need to say something and figure out what's going on. For some of you, this could be in a long-term relationship. Somebody is not being very forthright with their thoughts, I want to say, and you're the person who's ready to just say it as it is, honestly and truthfully, and you don't really care how it lands. You just need to know what's going on in this relationship because it's becoming very burdensome for you. You're carrying a lot in this relationship, and I feel like for some of you, you're probably carrying all the finances. You're the person who has the business, or you're the person who's making the money, who's contributing, it's not to say the other person isn't, but we've got 10 coins and 4 coins. So it feels like somebody here is like, whatever they make, they're keeping for themselves. They're keeping it away from you and not saying anything about it. And you keep just putting money into the housing expenses. That's what it feels like here. There's something here in a long-term relationship that has become tiresome. It's time for you to drop these burdens, and I think that the Queen of Swords is here to help you do that because I feel like you need to know what's going on here, Aries. We do have the Ace of Swords. There has to be some sort of conversation, but I feel like with the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Swords, now that we have 2 swords here, it looks like somebody here is kind of blocked. I don't really know if I should say anything. Am I ready to say something? It feels like you want to. It feels like you want to and you have to because you must have justice, right? When the Queen is here, you must have justice. She is justice. We do have the Chariot in the reverse. It feels like something here is stuck. It's not moving. It's becoming stagnant. Why aren't we moving? It's like things are out of balance, I want to say. And I feel like emotions are high. And it feels like something needs to be said. I feel like you want to address this. You want to talk about the Chariot being in the reverse, why you're carrying all of these burdens, and why this person is hiding things from you. Like it's like you feel like they are hiding things from you. We do have the 7 of Cups in the reverse. I feel like you kind of know what's going on here, but you want to hear it from somebody else. You want to hear it from the other person. The 7 of Cups tells me that you're no longer confused about what's going on here. I feel like your mind is sharp. I feel like you know the answers. I feel like you know the truth, and you're coming to tell somebody else the truth. You could be dealing with someone who is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, maybe a Cancer. We also do have Libra energy here. We have Scorpio energy here as well. Feels like you're going to have to be really confident in order to be able to stand up and say something here. The 2 of Cups is in the reverse, my friend. When the 2 of Cups is in the reverse for me, it's like an unhealthy relationship that is consuming all of you, all of your energy, all of your time, all of your money. And with the 9 of Pentacles next door, it tells me now you know. It's like you're no longer confused about what's going on here. Now you know what's going on here. You're the one that's carrying the brunt of everything. That's what it feels like up here as well. It feels like you're the one that's carrying the brunt of you may be a business owner and you're the person who's making all the money and contributing to the household. But somebody else here, whenever they make money, they keep it to themselves. They keep it to themselves. They don't tell you about it. Like maybe there's somebody here who's doing a side gig or something, or they have extra money in another bank account somewhere, something like that. But you're working really hard and you're putting all of your time, effort, and money into this relationship. I feel like you want to have a conversation about that. Tell me about the Queen of Swords, please. Tell me what's going on here. What does Aries want to say? What is this about here? What do you need? Something that's going on that is toxic, possibly. We do have the Seven of Wands as well. It feels really much, for me, Aries, it feels like somebody's keeping you at arm's length. But I think that you're in this person's life, like on a regular basis. Like it feels like it's a relationship. It could be like a friendship or a long-term love relationship, but it's somebody that you've known for a very long time. And I want to say that the devil energy and the Seven of Wands is giving me the energy of someone is keeping you at arm's length. They're hiding things from you. They're hiding things from you, but they're sharing things with other people. Maybe only little bits of sharing with other people, but they're keeping you at arm's length for some reason here. And it's quite toxic here. The devil is here. We've got the Knight of Cups, but this is a love situation then. It is about romance. I feel like somebody is, sometimes people in a relationship, they will withhold affection. I feel like somebody here is withholding affection. That's the way they punish you, Aries. That's the way it feels like. Whether it's a mother or a brother or a sister or a love relationship, it's somebody that you've known for a really long time because the Ten of Pentacles is here. And it's finally become too much for you to bear. I feel like you've carried it around long enough. But the Two of Cups in the reverse, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic stuff, right? It can be a breakup and a falling out for sure. And also it could be that maybe you've lost trust in somebody here because now you know that they're lying to you. And I feel like it's sort of something that they do constantly. It's like you keep catching them hiding things from you, and you don't know why they keep hiding things from you. It's time to have a conversation. Tell me about this. Tell me about this, please. We do have the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Star, and we have the Six of Wands. And so I think this person thinks they're getting one over on you. That's what it feels like here. They're hopeful that they're going to get the victory, but they're hiding things from you. I'm just going to show you this particular depiction. I mean, if you've watched tarot enough, you have seen a lot of different depictions of the Four of Pentacles. But this guy's, he's, look on his face, and then he's got this in here, and he's just kind of opening it enough so someone else can see it. And that's why I feel like this person is not sharing whatever they make with you, but you're the one that's making all the money and paying all the bills. It feels like someone else is pocketing their cash while you're the one that is the one that is paying for everything. So the Star energy here is hopeful, right? We've got Six of Wands, which is victory, and someone's hopeful that they're going to have victory keeping things from you. The Ace of Coins is here. Tell me why the Ace of Pentacles is here. Why are they trying to keep this away from Aries? We've got the Hermit energy, so there's been silence between you, and when there is conversation, it's quite sharp. The Ten of Cups is in the reverse. It feels to me like that something here is amiss. I want to say that somebody here is like, it's like they punish you with not giving you affection, and maybe it's sharp words are said. Maybe you go through this breaking up and going back together and breaking up and going back together, and I want to say that this is not a twin flame connection because the devil's here. Yeah, the devil wouldn't be here if it was a twin flame connection. It's not. It's somebody who is acting out in a way that's toxic, and they're hiding things from you, and I feel like it's become burdensome, and you need to get down to the bottom of it here. Tell me what's going to happen once Aries drops these burdens, because I feel like the 10 is the place where you can drop these burdens here, and I think you're going to do it fairly quickly. Tell me why the 10 of Wands is here. We have the 5 of Cups. We have the 6 of Swords. We do have the Magician. So I feel like you have been manifesting, trying to get out of this situation, but it feels like you're taking your time. I want to say you're taking your time. You're thinking about it because it's going to be, once you drop these burdens, you will no longer be burdened, but there will be no longer be burdens on your back in terms of arguments and trauma, whatever's been created in this long-term relationship, or the length of time you've known somebody. The 5 of Cups is here. You know that although it's going to unburden you, it's going to burden you with emotional sadness, right? Regret, wishing it worked out a different way. But it does feel like with the 6 of Swords that it's a chaotic place to be. And I feel like it's time to move along. It's time for your wish fulfillment. It's time for you to start living the way you want to live. Got the King of Wands, got the 3 of Cups, and we have the 6 of Pentacles. So I feel like it's really important that you find the You find the inspiration to be able to reach out to people. I feel like you need a lot of support at this time, Aries, that you need to reach out to the people who love you the most, the ones that are involved in the Three of Cups, the soul tribe, the people who are always there for you, want to pour a drink, can I come over to your house with a bottle of wine? You know, like it feels like celebratory, but these people are the people that you celebrate with. So I feel like you're going through a hard time right now, and I feel like this person is reaching out, and they've got Libra in the hand, right? Indicating that there's a balancing of the scales here. And these are people that really love you. These are people that really love you and that are willing to help you here. And I feel like you need to reach out to those people, not necessarily for advice, but maybe just for moral support. What is the outcome here for Aries? Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We've got the High Priestess, we've got the Fool, and we've got the Four of Swords. So it tells me that what you do need is healing. You need stability of the mind in order to be able to open some sort of a new chapter here. As we are, in sort of the end of this reading here, I feel like you've not yet done this. It feels like it's something that you're sort of figuring out here and there. I feel like you're sort of seeing things for what they really are, because the Judgment card is here. You need to make a decision. Now that you've seen it, you can't unsee it. And so I feel like you might be reaching out to people who love you. I hope that you do, to kind of get their take on it, maybe. And I mean, I don't think you need to reach out for advice, but I feel like you need to make some sort of a really big decision here that you should have been making for a really long time. And it's to go on some sort of a new exciting path here. And it's unfortunately going to cause you to be leaving this commitment behind. Yeah, there's a block in this commitment here. So we have the Two of Swords the Queen of Wands shows up. Look, the Queen of Wands to me is somebody who's the other woman or the other person, right? Feminine or masculine. It feels like somebody could be hiding another person in the background. I feel like I'm the angel of death today. That's what it feels like. Yeah, that I'm giving bad news today. I don't like that. But you know what? I'm just going to upload it anyway because somebody needs to hear it, I think. And I feel like this is an Aries who knows what should go on from here, knows that it's over, but you don't know how to proceed. Maybe you're the person who usually waits for someone to leave and you don't usually end a relationship. It feels like you need to end the relationship. You haven't done so yet, but you need to end it because you know you're being taken advantage of, financially for sure. But other things I feel are hiding under the surface. I feel there's about to be a really pointed conversation here. We do have the Hermit energy and the King of Swords. I feel like somebody here is going to speak through wisdom. Like I feel like it's you. I feel like you're going to speak out of wisdom. You're going to dig deep within you. I feel like you're going to spend some time by yourself, figuring it out, going over details, and then you're going to say something about it. But you're going to say it in the best way that you can, with the wisdom that you have. I feel like you're going to use clear, concise facts. You're not going to get your heart invested in it here, but the Ten of Cups is in the reverse. So this could be somebody in your family that you're having a hard time with, and it's time to bring everything to the surface. I feel like you will have the victory because we do have the Six of Wands here, but this, I don't like this energy right here. I just keep going back to it. My eyes keep going back to it here with the Devil and the Four of Pentacles. It feels like somebody is trying to trick you or keep you trapped, or they're taking money out of an account, putting it in an account that you don't know about, or something like that. Like that's what it feels like here. We do have somebody keeping you at arm's length here with romance. Like somebody I don't like this energy. It feels like somebody, Aries, is trying to punish you by not giving you any affection, and I feel like you're done with it. I feel like you're no longer dealing with it anymore. You've got to heal yourself so you can get on a different path, but I feel like you do have some support here and some friends and family, specifically a soul tribe here is going to help you with this decision that you're making, and I don't think you need their assistance to make your decision, but I do think you need support while you make your decision, and I feel your decision is, it's like this has been going on too long. It's time to make a decision about this commitment that I'm in. And I think I've come up with that for you before. It feels like you're blocking your own path forward here. You're blocking your own path forward and excitement. It's time for you to say something about what's going on here. All right, I'm going to leave that right there. Thank you, Aries, for coming and watching. I do appreciate you, but I'll be back. I'm always back. Love you guys. I'm out. Bye-bye.